darkening skies and coming this way, falling me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Titanbound is Sunday, June 13th, taking place at the Uvalde County Fairplex. My name is Kenny Cross, and my guest at this time is the CEO of Fortune 5000. He is one of the members taking place in the Fatal 4-Way match for the first ever AWP Atlas Division Championship. It is Nathan Bradley. Nathan, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, man, it's good to see you. I'm doing just fine. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come in and answer a couple of questions. I mean, you are about to make history here at Atlas Wrestling Promotion by taking place in the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the first ever AWP Atlas Division Championship. You're going up against top tier talent such as T-Ray, Jason Knight, and Alex Arsenal. What are your thoughts on being in this position at this time, and what are your thoughts on possibly becoming the Atlas Division champion?
Well, it's very exciting for one, right? Because it's one thing to win a championship. It's a whole nother to be crowned the first ever. So this is important. This is arguably the biggest match that I've ever been in, and it's no small challenge against the likes of Jason Knight, Alex Arsenal, T-Ray. I mean, Jason Knight, athleticism through the roof, right? Alex Arsenal, he can do it all. We've seen it. Brawler, high flyer, ground and pound, technical. He is the most diverse in the ring that I know of. And then T-Ray, oh, the experience factor. I mean, how many people has he beaten? Countless names, countless. It is going to be an uphill battle. The Fortune 5K is always up to the task. So I got to say, I'm pretty excited.
I mean, I'm pretty excited too, but I mean, you know, you've been here for quite some time now. You know, since your debut here at Elysium, you have been turning the locker rooms, you know, upside down, turning heads for better or for worse, so to speak. I mean, I gotta mention it. I gotta bring it up. What's this whole relationship between you and the House of Wolves? Lately, they have been, you know, interjecting themselves in every one of your matches. What's the deal here? Like, I gotta get the scoop.
I hear you. Look, they're relentless. They got me walking into the locker room my first day, right? It's not my first day on the job, but it's my first day at Atlas, right? So if I haven't seen them outside, then it was a whole lot of new faces. A lot of people that I was just meeting for the very first time. It's kind of overwhelming. As soon as I walk in, they're surrounding me. You know, Pac Ortega, the Masked Man, and then Eric himself, right? Eric Shadows, right there. Leader of the House of Wolves. And they want me. They want me in. And I said, I'm not interested. I didn't want any part of that. And they didn't take no for an answer, I guess. I want to say I'm going to tell them again, but how many times am I going to say no? They're relentless, aren't they? They really are. They really are a pack of wolves. And I didn't get it walking in and seeing it 2 shows in, going into the third. I see it now. Those guys, when they have their eyes set on something, they really want it. And they're backing me into a corner. The locker room virtually hates me now because they're there. They're out there attacking my opponents every time my match is over. And admittedly, reluctant to get involved because I don't know. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. Helping my opponents or just trying to just stay clear of the fire. But I'm getting dragged in. And what I mean by that is every time they attack and I'm reluctant, I'm not reluctant because I want to watch the guy I just get beat up further. That's not how I operate, and I said that. But can we really trust the House of Wolves to keep their word? Because they don't seem like trustworthy individuals. They're people that are attacking people that are already beaten down after their matches. So how do I know as soon as I go, yeah, you know what? I'm with you guys. They're not all going to jump me. But then at the same time, I want to stick to my own. I want to just be true to myself as Nathan Bradley, CEO of Fortune 5000. And if I can befriend some of the other happy faces in the locker room, that'd be great. But they don't seem too interested in my company anymore. I'm in a very awkward, precarious, interesting situation right now.
Interesting indeed, Nathan. I mean, you do walk around this locker room like you have some sort of target on your back. You mentioned it earlier with how you walk in the locker room, everybody virtually hates you, but yet the House of Wolves still kind of circle around. They try and recruit you. They leave you these warped type of gifts by interjecting themselves and assaulting your opponents. But I still can't put it away. Like, you still let these things happen. Now, you had, like, the for your first day at Atlas, I will forgive, forgive and forget. Nobody knew the law of the land. You were a first timer coming in and facing off, and seeing, like you said, seeing a whole lot of new faces. So when you had your match against Dill Dempsey, you showed your respect, and House of Wolves attacked them. You let it happen, and that's fine. But let me pick your brain. Let's go back to our last event, Wrath of Poseidon. You had a match against Corvus, the 13-year veteran, an absolute banger of a match. And after, the match was, what it was. You guys showed your respect. You hugged in the middle of that ring, and that's something that true competitors do, for the love of the sport. And then Eric Shadows assaults Corvus in front of you in the center of that ring, and you do nothing. By this time now, you've been a part of Atlas now for a little bit under like 6 months now. You should know the law of the land, shouldn't you? You should know what side that you want to be on. If you claim that you want to make friends, you actually want to prove to us that you are not accepting the House of Wolves' offers, shouldn't you try now that you're 6 months in, to actually save somebody that's getting assaulted?
Yeah, I should. And I can admit that I was slow to react both times. Both times I was slow to react. It's a little overwhelming because as soon as the match is done, I'm gassed, tired, took everything out of me. It's over. I'm happy that contest took place, that it was exciting, it was thrilling, it was competitive. And Corvus, what a competitor, am I right? And as soon as it was done, like you were saying, yeah, we were hugged. I was happy. And then there comes Eric. Bam, blast him, hitting him. And I was stunned. I knew he was out there. But I get in the zone. I'm not saying I forgot he was out there, but I saw him come out there. Because I looked at him when he came out, and I knew something was up. And I can say it was my bad for not bracing for that. And when he attacked Corvus, I'm 100% at fault for letting that happen. But because of my slow reaction time, because I watched it happen, because I didn't get involved right away, because I was stunned and confused. And no, you know what? Confused. We need to put emphasis on confused. I was confused. Because why, for the second time, are they coming out and attacking people when I've already said I'm not interested? It doesn't matter. I can tell you right now, I don't want to be with the House of Wolves. I don't like them. I don't want to be on their side. But they're backing me into a corner right now. And they're making this really hard on me. Because now when I walk in the locker room, like you said, other than the House of Wolves, I don't have friends in there anymore. People eye me up. They stare at me. They're saying things about me. No one wants to go near me. No one wants to acknowledge me. T-Ray forced me out of the locker room last time. I don't want to be here alone. I can carry my own weight. But having no allies amongst dozens of professional athletes that are all allied in some way, that's dangerous. So it's making me mull my options over reluctantly, but I have to think what's not just what's best for me, but like what's the smartest, what's the safest thing? Because just think about it. Like, I don't want to be out there alone. How many times am I going to turn the House of Wolves down until they sour on me and now they're my enemies? and then the whole locker room is still my enemy, and then it's just me. And I'll have a target on my back from both sides. Now that is a nightmare scenario.
I would have to say another nightmare scenario it could take place at Titanbound. My other question would have to be, what would happen if the House of Wolves interject in this fatal four-way match? They say, let's put it into a scenario. They walk around, they circle a ring like a pack of wild dogs, and they take out T-Ray. They injure Jason Knight. They eliminate Alex Arsenal. And there you are, the lone man in the ring. Are you going to make a business decision for, as a CEO of Fortune 5000? Are you going to make a, joint venture here?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't give you a straight answer right there. If I say I'll do what's best for me, I'll do what's best for 5K, I think I might be lying to you. If I said I knew right now, I don't know. So, sorry, I can't answer that question.
That's fair. Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to actually, sit down and answer the questions that I could get an answer to, Nathan. I'm really, really appreciative of your time here. And you guys do not want to miss Titanbound, June 13th at the Uvalde County Fairplex. It is a fatal four-way match. Nathan Bradley, Alex Arsenal, T-Ray, and Jason Knight will be fighting to become the first ever Atlas Division champion. You have any final words for me, Nathan?
Yeah. Regardless of what happens between me and House of Wolves, the rest of the locker room, I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone every single time. When I'm around, when I'm on the show, it's always fortune time.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, Nathan, for taking the time out of your day. Again, you don't want to miss it. For anybody interested in the event, it is Titanbound Atlas Wrestling Promotion taking place at the Uvalde County Fairplex June 13th. You can also catch it at the Title Match Network. I'm Kenny KROSS. Thank you for your time, Nathan, and we will see you at the matches.
See you later.